Stones in the faint mouth rush, more vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup, toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
What you waiting for? Are you ready?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's the option going right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
19 sight, 19 sight. Check.
To throw is Perkins. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. And the Rams are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1,000-yard rusher season to go. Antonio Gibson with it. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gibson on the read option. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole...
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Right there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the interception set him up with terrific 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stumped that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Real line, 22. White.
Here's Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 more there and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Was Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
A lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 4th down, and we go from one mat to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Next to receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once more, Gibson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving 1st quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
1st down, Falcons.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 3, Rams 0.
Okay,
working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Although he was picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder was actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that 1st round label, but we saw him make plenty of 1st round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker, reads defense as well. With all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Young Way through the kickoff for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down at 4. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys who catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
A give up the middle to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Bryce Perkins, his 1st touchdown of the new season, and the Rams are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. The Falcons send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. The Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17, Rams 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Will not attempt to return.
Set to be a tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground, but an easy way to make it up to him. Get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Play, guys. got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning, it's the low man who's winning.
Going right back to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Stop made by Marlon Davidson.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 8.
Hey,
50. Now Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the interception, here's Stafford. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That gave for the Rams field goal.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. To throw again on second down. Stafford toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second down and 7. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A handoff for Gibson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows. is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on its toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
He'll drop to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Rams 13. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked in each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Strebler. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson again. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week. And he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. This is caught. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Gibson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and 6. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that hole finally? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Stafford on first down.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Easy, easy.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Stay 50.
To try again after the sack. Stafford under pressure, and they got to him again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He'll look to set up his blockers. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rams 13.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And taken right at the 35. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for touchdown.
Cooper Kupp from 13 yards out. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To the 27-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down now. Goodson down to the 25. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And this offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
A 42-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. That'll give them 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And here's a give to Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where you're covering the football, taking care of the ball. All the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, Peterson again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a win here for the Falcons. And the man leading the charge was their quarterback, Charles. That's Desmond Ridder.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Atlanta, there was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you talk.